She's M-A-M-I-E. Yes, she believes in me. She reads a story from a book or two. She's M-A-M-I-E. Mammy's Corner! Hello, my littles. Welcome to Mammy's Corner, and I'm Mammy. But you already knew that, didn't you? And it's time to say our affirmations. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right, here we go. Ready? I am loved. You sure are loved, my littles, but let's say it louder. Ready? I am loved. That's right. Now, besides your parents who loves you, that's right, God loves you. But who else loves you? Mammy loves you. And don't you go forgetting it. All right, now for the next one. Ready? I am good. You are good. But let's say it louder. Ready? I am good. Good job, my littles. Now for the last one. I am kind. You better be kind, right? One more time. Ready? I am kind. Good job, my littles. Now, it is time for Mammy to read you a story. Are you excited? Don't forget to make sure you subscribe to Mammy's channel so you don't miss out on any more future videos. And arrow down with your remote, move it over, and give Mammy a thumbs up to let me know that you like it when you see me reading you book stories. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right. So, first of all, you have to get comfy. So find your favorite comfy spot, whether it's on someone's lap and you want to cuddle with them, or you have your favorite chair, right? Then what do? That's right. We get our favorite blankie. Mammy's got hers right here. Okay, there's our favorite blankie. All right, got all nice tucked in. All right, Mammy's ready. Now what? That's right. We got to get our favorite stuffed pillows because we got to cuddle with our favorite stuffed pillows, right? All right. Now what? That's right. We have to have our stuffy. I got my buddy. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? I'm ready. All right. Let's get started. Mammy's got a new story to read to you. I'm so excited. Today's story is that Eeyore has a birthday. What? Everyone has birthdays, but this one is going to be about Eeyore. Are you ready? All right. Be comfy. Here we go. Eeyore, the gray old donkey, stood by the side of the stream and looked at himself in the water. Pathetic, he said. That's what it is, pathetic. He turned and walked slowly down the stream for about 20 yards, splashed across it, and then walked slowly back on the other side. Then he looked at himself in the water again. As I thought, he said. No better from this side, but nobody minds. Nobody cares. Pathetic. That's what it is. There was a crackling noise in the break-in behind him, and out came Pooh. Good morning, Eeyore, said Pooh. Good morning, Pooh Bear, said Eeyore gloomily. If it is a good morning, he said. Which I doubt, said he. Why? What's the matter? Nothing, Pooh Bear, nothing. We can't all, and some of us don't. That's all there is to it. Can't all what? Said Pooh, rubbing his nose. Gaiety, song and dance. Here we go round the mulberry bush. Oh, said Pooh. He thought for a long time, then asked, What mulberry bush is that? Bonhomie, went on Eeyore gloomily. French word meaning bonhomie, he explained. He explained. I'm not complaining, but there it is. Pooh sat down on a large stone and tried to think this out. It sounded to him like a riddle, and he was never much good at riddles, being a bear of very little brain, so he sang Cottlestone Pie instead. Cottlestone, cottlestone, cottlestone pie, fly can't bird and bird can fly. Ask me a riddle and I reply, Cottlestone, cottlestone, cottlestone pie. That was the first verse.
When he had finished it, Eeyore didn't actually say that he didn't like it, so Pooh very kindly sang the second verse to him. Coddleston, Coddleston, Coddleston pie, a fish can't whistle, and neither can I. Ask me a riddle, and I reply, Coddleston, Coddleston, Coddleston pie. Eeyore said nothing, still said nothing at all, so Pooh hummed the third verse quietly to himself. Coddleston, Coddleston, Coddleston pie, white as a chicken. I don't know why. Ask me a riddle, and I reply, Coddleston, Coddleston, Coddleston pie. That's right, said Eeyore. Sing umpty diddly umpty too. Here we go gathering nuts in May. Enjoy yourself. I am, said Pooh. Some can, said Eeyore. Why? What's the matter? Is anything the matter? You seem so sad, Eeyore. Sad? Why should I be sad? It's my birthday, the happiest day of the year. Your birthday? Said Pooh in great surprise. Of course it is. Can't you see? Look at all the presents I have had. He waved a foot from side to side. Look at the birthday cake, candles and pink sugar. Pooh looked first to the right and then to the left. Presents? Said Pooh. Birthday cake? Said Pooh. Where? Can't you see them? No, said Pooh. Neither can I, said Eeyore. Joke, he explained. Ha, ha. Pooh scratched his head, being a little puzzled by all this. But is it really your birthday? He asked. It is. Oh, well, many happy returns of the day, Eeyore. And many happy returns to you, Pooh Bear. But it isn't my birthday. No, it's mine. But you said many happy returns. Well, why not? You don't always want to be miserable on my birthday, do you? Oh, I see, said Pooh. It's bad enough, said Eeyore, almost breaking down. Being miserable myself, what with no presents and no cake and no candles, and no proper notice taken of me at all. But if everybody else is going to be miserable too. This was too much for Pooh. Stay there, he called to Eeyore as he turned and hurried back home as quick as he could, for he felt that he must get poor Eeyore a present of some sort at once, and he could always think of a proper one afterwards. Outside his house he found Piglet jumping up and down trying to reach the knocker. Hello, Piglet, he said. Hello, Pooh, said Piglet. What are you trying to do? I was just trying to reach the knocker, said Piglet. I just came round. Let me do it for you, said Pooh. So he reached up and knocked at the door. I have just seen Eeyore, he began, and poor Eeyore is in a very sad condition because it's his birthday and nobody's taken any notice of it, and he's very gloomy. You know what Eeyore is like, and there he was, and what a long time whoever lives here is not answering their door. And he knocked again. But Pooh, said Piglet, it's your own house. Oh, said Pooh. So it is, he said. Well, let's go in. So in they went. And the first thing Pooh did was to go to the cupboard to see if he had I'm giving this to Eeyore, he explained, as a present. What are you going to give him? Well, couldn't I give it too? Said Piglet. From the both of us? Oh, no, said Pooh. That would not be good at all. All right, then, I'll give him a balloon. I've got one left for my party. I'll go and get it right now, shall I? That, Piglet, is a very good idea. It is just what Eeyore wants to cheer him up. Nobody can be uncheered with a balloon. So off Piglet trotted, and in the other direction went Pooh with his jar of honey. It was a warm day, and he had a long way to go. He hadn't gone more than halfway when a sort of funny feeling began to creep all over him. It began at the tip of his nose and trickled all through him and out of the soles of his feet. It was just as if somebody inside him were saying, "Now then, Pooh, time for a little something." "Oh, dear, dear," said Pooh. "I didn't know it was this late as that." So he sat down and took the top of his jar of honey. Lucky I brought this with me, he thought. Many a bear going out on a warm day like this would never have thought of bringing a little something with him. And he began to eat. Now, let me see, he thought, as he took his last lick of the inside of the jar. Where was I going? Ah, yes, Eeyore. He got up slowly, and then suddenly he remembered he had eaten Eeyore's birthday present. "Oh, bother," said Pooh. "What shall I do? I must give him something." For a little while he couldn't think of anything. Then he thought, well, it's a very nice pot, even if there's no honey in it. And if I washed it clean and got somebody to write a happy birthday on it, Eeyore could keep things in it, which might be useful. So, as he was just passing the 100-acre wood, he went inside to call on Owl, who lived there. "Good morning, Owl," he said. "Good morning, Pooh," said Owl. "Many happy returns of Eeyore's birthday," said Pooh. "Oh, is that what it is? What are you giving him, Owl?" "What are you giving him, Pooh?" "I'm giving him a useful pot to keep things in. And I wanted to ask you—" "Is this it?" said Owl, taking it out of Pooh's paws. "Yes, I wanted to ask you—" "Somebody has been keeping honey in it," said Owl. "You can keep anything in it," said Pooh earnestly. "It's very useful like that, and I wanted to ask you—" "You ought to write a happy birthday on it." "That was what I wanted to ask you," said Pooh, "because my spelling is wobbly, and it's good spelling, but it wobbles, and the letters get in the wrong places. Would you write a happy birthday on it for me?" "It's a nice pot," said Owl, looking at it all around. "Couldn't I give it to him too, from both of us?" "No," said Pooh. "That would not be a good plan. Now, I'll just wash it first, and then you can write on it." Well, he washed the pot out and dried it, while Owl licked the end of his pencil and wondered how to spell birthday. "Can you read, Pooh?" he asked a little anxiously. "There's a notice about knocking and ringing outside my door, which Christopher Robin wrote. Could you read it?" "Christopher Robin told me what it said. Then I could." "Well, I'll tell you what this says, and then you'll be able to write it." So Owl wrote, and this is what he wrote. "Hippy peppy birthday, birthday." Pooh looked on admiringly. "I'm just saying a happy birthday," said Owl carelessly. "It's a nice long one," said Pooh, very much impressed by it. "Well, actually, of course, I'm saying a very happy birthday with love from Pooh. Naturally, it takes a good deal of pencil to say a long thing like that." "Oh, I see," said Pooh. While all this was happening, Piglet had gone back to his own house to get Eeyore's balloon. Now, I know somebody scribbled, but there's Piglet with his big balloon. You see that? He held it very tightly against himself, so that it shouldn't blow away. And he ran and ran as fast as he could so as to get to Eeyore before Pooh did, for he thought that he would like to be the first one to give a present, just as if he had thought of it without being told by anybody. And running along and thinking how pleased Eeyore would be, he didn't look where he was going, and suddenly he put his foot in a rabbit hole and fell flat down on his face. Bang! Piglet lay there, wondering what had happened. At first he thought the whole world had blown up, and then he thought that perhaps only the forest part of it had. And then he thought that perhaps only he had, and he was now alone in the moon or somewhere and would never see Christopher Robin or Pooh or Eeyore again. And then he thought, well, even if I'm in the moon, I wouldn't be face downwards all the time. So he got cautiously up and looked about him. He was still in the forest. Oh, that's funny, he thought. I wonder what that big bang was. I couldn't have made such a noise just falling down. And where's my balloon? And what's that small piece of damp rag doing? It was the balloon. Oh dear, said Piglet. Oh dearie, dearie, dear. Well, it's too late now. I can't go back, and I haven't another balloon, and perhaps Eeyore doesn't even like balloons so very much. So he trotted on rather sadly now, and down he came to the side of the stream where Eeyore was and called out to him. Good morning, Eeyore, shouted Piglet. Good morning, little Piglet, said Eeyore. If it is a good morning, he said, which I doubt, said he. Not that it matters, he said. Many happy returns of the day, said Piglet, having now got closer. Eeyore stopped looking at himself in the stream and turned to stare at Piglet. Just say that again, he said. Wait a moment. Balancing on 3 legs, he began to bring his 4th leg very cautiously up to his ear. I did this yesterday, he explained as he fell down for the 3rd time. It's quite easy. It's so as I can hear better. There, that's done it. Now then, what were you saying? He pushed his ear forward with his hoof. Many happy returns of the day, said Piglet again. Meaning me? Of course, Eeyore. My birthday? Yes. Me having a real birthday? Yes, Eeyore, and I've brought you a present. Eeyore looked down his foot hoof from his right ear, turned round, and with great difficulty put up his left hoof. I must have that in the other ear, he said. Now then, a present, said Piglet very loudly. Meaning me again? Yes. My birthday still? Of course, Eeyore. Me going on having a real birthday? Yes, Eeyore, and I brought you a balloon. Balloon? Said Eeyore. You did say balloon? One of those big colored things you blow up? Gaiety, song, and dance. Here we are, and there we are. Yes, but I'm afraid... I'm very sorry, Eeyore, but I was running along to bring it to you. I fell down. Dear, dear, how unlucky. You ran too fast, I expect. You didn't hurt yourself, little Piglet? No, but oh, Eeyore, I burst the balloon. My balloon? Said Eeyore at last. My birthday balloon? Piglet nodded. There was a very long silence. Yes, Eeyore, said Piglet, sniffing a little. Here it is, with many happy returns of the day. And he gave Eeyore the small piece of damp rag. Is this it? Said Eeyore, a little surprised. Piglet nodded. My present? Piglet nodded again. The balloon? Yes. Thank you, Piglet, said Eeyore. You don't mind my asking, he went on, but what color was this balloon when it was a balloon? Red. I just wondered. Red, he murmured to himself. My favorite color. How big was it? About as big as me. I just wondered. About as big as Piglet, he said to himself sadly. My favorite size. Well, well. Piglet felt very miserable and didn't know what to say. He was still opening his mouth to begin something and then deciding that it wasn't good enough saying that when he heard a shout from the other side of the river, and there was Pooh. Many happy returns of the day, called out Pooh, forgetting that he'd said it already. Thank you, Pooh. I'm having them, said Eeyore gloomily. I brought you a little present, said Pooh excitedly. I've had it, said Eeyore. Pooh had now splashed across the stream to Eeyore, and Piglet was sitting a little way off, his head in his paws, snuffling to himself. It's a useful pop, said Pooh. Here it is, and it's got a very happy birthday with love from Pooh written on it. That's what all that writing is, and it's for putting things in. There! When Eeyore saw the pot, he became quite excited. Why, he said, I believe my balloon will just go into that pot. Oh, no, Eeyore. Balloons are much too big to go into pots. What you do with the balloon is you hold the balloon. Not mine, he said Eeyore proudly. Look, Piglet. And as Piglet looked sorrowfully around, Eeyore picked up the balloon with his teeth, placed it carefully in the pot, picked it out, put it on the ground, and then picked it up again and put it carefully back. So it does, said Pooh. It goes in. So it does, said Piglet, and it comes out. Doesn't it? Said Eeyore. It goes in and out like anything. I'm very glad, said Pooh happily, that I thought of giving you a useful pot to put things in. I'm very glad, said Piglet happily, that I thought of giving you something to put in a useful pot. But Eeyore wasn't listening. He was taking the balloon out and putting it back again, as happy as could be. And didn't I give him anything? Asked Christopher Robin sadly. Of course you did, I said. You gave him, don't you remember, a little, I gave him a box of paints to paint things with. That was it. Why didn't I give it to him in the morning? You were so busy getting his party ready for him. He had a cake with icing on the top and 3 candles and his name in pink sugar and... Yes, I remember, said Christopher Robin. The end. Okay, turn this around. What I drop? Okay. Stinker.
I was saying it with
I know, I heard you.